Hello and welcome to the latest update from We Are Famous EFC. My name is Adam and this video is to talk about Barry from Villarreal. And Barry has a 4-year contract left in his contract, but he can be signed this summer by paying a 34 million release clause in his deal. However, as a result, Everton would reportedly try to navigate a lower fee for the young striker as they need to bring in for other positions as well. But it's looking like that Barry could sign for Everton. My thoughts on that would be a good one if Everton could get him for lower. 15 goals last season, 0 red cards, and 25 assists. So very interesting on that one for me. But I do think that he would be a decent one for Everton to get him signed. He's a striker, and I think that Everton should sign him because he would be a good candidate for David Moyes' Everton. But at the end of the day, again, I do think that he would be a good striker for Everton to replace Dominic Calvert-Lewin, as we know will be leaving Everton from the 30th of June as his contract ends. But I think Barry would be a fairly decent signing for Everton because he's got quality, he's got goals about him as well. He's also got he's a really good strong player who can hold up the ball as well. And I think that he would be a fairly decent player for David Moyes as well. But at the end of the day, it's all about the passion, the fight, the mentality, the momentum. And as long as he scores loads of goals, then that's all really what matters, is that he scores loads of goals, and that because we want to be fighting for Europe for the next season after this one. So we do need a striker who's got the quality, arguably, and momentum as well, because it is going to be fairly difficult what we're looking for. But without a shadow of a doubt, what we do know is that arguably it is going to be tricky. But we need somebody who's good, who's got quality and all the momentum, because what we're looking for as well. But what we do know is that Everton are still as well. Everton. But at the end of the day, the quality is all what matters, the goal scoring. Because the way this club has been a mess over the last coming few years, we all know, don't we, Blues? But at the end of the day, what really matters is that we find the mentality, the momentum, and all of that, because as I've said, this club has been in deep shite over recent years at the football club. But as I've said, it would be really, really nice as well if we could get a striker who could score loads of goals. Momentum could be strong, and that's what we need as well. But at the end of the day, what really matters to me is that we score, the mentality is strong, and the fighting for the badge, the fighting for the lives and all of that as well. But again, what really matters to me is that we've got to find a way for the goals, and probably more. As well, because at the end of the day, we have struggled. We certainly have. I know that, and everyone knows that. But at the end of the day, more goals have to be in the side if you want to get Europa Conference and whatever else. But I think Barry, what he can bring is the momentum stronger. So therefore, I do think that he would be a good candidate for Everton, and I'm happy that Everton have been linked up with him, because I've been watching the highlights of him playing last season, and he's been absolute fantastic, phenomenal as well. So I think, without a shadow of a doubt, I think that he would be one for Everton to consider, because what I've seen he can offer is really amazing, and that's what it's all about, the amazing goals, assists, getting on with the manager, working it in, because we know previous players like Neil Maupay didn't get on with Sean Dyche and didn't like the fans, same with Anthony Gordon and all of that, and that's not what we can afford. So we need a striker who's willing, if things don't turn out to plan, to keep scoring, because we know the likes of Dominic Calvert-Lewin, how bad he went since the departure of Carlo Ancelotti during the COVID era, how shite he went when he left the football club, then he picked up under Benitez, then dropped off under Lampard, and so on at times. But again, we need a striker with the mentality, goals galore we need, and I think Barry can bring it, because he's quality. He's got quality about him as well, and I think that is what the football club really needs, is because we're lacking quality in a final third up front, and that as well. And we know that Dominic Calvert-Lewin isn't suitable anymore either. So I do think that it would be the perfect outfit if, arguably, it'd be fairly decent if we could get him in, because we really, really need it. And the final third's what lack as well. As we know. But at the end of the day, who's not to say that we're not good, because we are deep down. But again, I think that Barry would be a great signing. Do let me know in the comments your thoughts on Barry. Do you think that would be a good signing for Everton for 34 million or higher or less? Let me know in the comments what you think he could bring to Everton. I think he'll bring loads of goals, assists, and all of that, and that would help us fight for the top half of the league between 7th and 8th, and that would be absolutely amazing. And potentially win the FA Cup, win the Carabao Cup, or both of them, or just the Carabao or just the FA. who knows? So let me know in the comments your thoughts on all of this. Do subscribe to the YouTube channel. I will be back later for your transfer news roundup at 5 o'clock. So hit that notification bell, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.